Hello, I'm Executive Chef Joseph Schultz. Welcome to our kitchen. Today I'd like to share with you my recipe and technique for making an American classic. This hors d'oeuvre is found just about everywhere, from restaurants to cocktail parties, to birthday parties, to picnics, to barbecues in the backyard. Of course, I'm talking about the deviled egg. There are many combinations and flavor profiles that can go along with the deviled egg. You can elevate it so many ways. So join me now as I show you how I prepare my deviled eggs, both on a casual and an elevated level. Well, now our eggs are cooked and we cut them in half lengthwise. Now what we want to do is separate the white from the yolk. So just gently push on the back of them or the bottom and then pull out the yolk. If they get stubborn like so, I use a small spoon, a little demi-tasse spoon, and I just kind of scoop it out of there. Well, now that we have the yolks and whites separated, let's season with a little sea salt. I like granulated onion, a little white pepper. Go easy on the white pepper. And when it comes to the mayo and Dijon mustard, I go about 2 tablespoons of each, only because I prefer a little more of the mustard flavor, the bite from it. And let's go ahead and smash. You could use a fork with it or a whisk. I like the whisk because I really want to get it creamy and airy. Well, here we are with our consistency that we were looking for. Nice and thick, where it's going to be stable when we fill the half shell, if you will, of the egg white. I do not like it to be having too much mayo and mustard where it feels like you're eating only the condiment without substance. So I tend to have mine a little lighter on that side and make it more about the egg. So, which means it's gonna kind of feel a little heavy. So what I like to do is add some vinegar, maybe about a teaspoon's worth, or lemon juice is fantastic. Go ahead and mix this in. This is going to lighten it a little bit. And there we have. And see the difference? Now the vinegar that I use is actually a Forum Chardonnay vinegar, aged 3 years. Feel free to use apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, or lemon juice. Now we are ready to fill our half shells. Now to fill our half shell egg white, what I like to do is fill it with a pastry bag or a piping bag. Feel free to use teaspoons or however you like, but I tend to do it with the piping bag because it makes it look a little nicer. And the trick to filling a piping bag is, one, you fold the end over. You could hold it in your hand, opposite hand, and spoon the product in. Or if you're using something like this with such a little amount and somewhat, sticky a little to the bowl, I like to take a little quart-sized deli container, fold it over, stuff the bag in, and go ahead and just scrape our product into it. Push everything to the tip, gently. Then twist a couple times to get the air away. And let's go ahead and start filling. Now we will garnish. Well, there you have my deviled eggs. Everyone, I'm sure, has their own recipe or version. This is just mine. It is very flavorful. The consistency is nice. And the vinegar sets, the acid from the vinegar really puts in a nice light flavor and makes it taste a little clean rather than, a very heavy egg yolk and rich consistency that is coating your palate. And when it comes to garnish, there are thousands of ways you can garnish the deviled egg. I obviously do not like to do the boring old just sea salt and paprika or something like that. Nothing wrong with it, but again, whenever I'm serving it, I like to elevate it and also, try to get people thinking outside the box. And in the ones that we did today, I used fennel pollen on one. I did Hungarian paprika. I did dill. We did white truffle oil with scallion. I did pimenta espelette. Just did a simple one with chive. Salmon roe or salmon caviar. Capers. Fresh chervil on one. Smoked fish. We used a smoked trout in this one. I have ones with bacon bits on top of it and Parmesan cheese. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed today's demonstration and hope it inspires you to try different combinations for garnish of your deviled eggs. So if you've not already done so, please feel free to subscribe and be up to date with our weekly posts. Comments, feedback, questions, feel free to insert below. They're always welcome. Thanks again for joining. Yodvayet.